Hey, Nikki Sanders here with Nikki Sanders Leadership Consulting. Welcome to video 3 in our series, What Can I Do with a Social Work Degree? Now, in the first video, it's kind of my intro, my social work career in a nutshell, the things I've done, the reasons that I left specific jobs. Video 2 was social work A to Z, those fields of social work for each letter of the alphabet. And that came from a challenge that I gave to myself in 2023. And then I had some help from some other amazing social workers on LinkedIn. And I reposted that video a week or so ago, and it has gotten so much traction that I decided to make this video. Now, it had over 90 comments. It had, almost 200 reshares. It had, I don't even remember how many reactions, and it is still going. So you can head on over to Nikki Sanders MSW on LinkedIn, and you can check out the post. But you also, in this playlist, you can check out video 1 and video 2. So let's jump into video 3. All right, now, let me backtrack. So my field placement, right? So there was 8 years, maybe a little bit more, 7 or 8 years in between graduating with my bachelor's degree and enrolling in my Master of Social Work program. So I had a full-time job, a mother, and I was going to school essentially part-time. So it took me about 3.5 years to earn my master's degree in social work. So I was grown when I got my master's degree in social work. And I went into it as an adult very intentionally knowing what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, why I wanted to do it. I was completely sure that I did not want to do anything clinical or therapeutic. However, in my first year of my field placement, I did have a clinical placement, right? I did individual and family therapy as part of my field placement. One, because, and I'll talk about this in another video, because the person who agreed to be my field supervisor at my place of employment was a therapist, a clinician, and that was the person who had agreed to do it because my supervisor in my regular job could not be my field supervisor because I needed it to be separate from my regular work. So that year did 100% exactly what I knew it was going to do, which was solidified that I don't want to do therapy, right? I knew that I did not want to do therapy, and that proved to me just how much I did not want to do therapy. So my second year field placement, I had a different field supervisor that was doing more program management, program development, and that second year placement was a macro placement, although I did still do a team social skills group and some other administrative things. So I was very intentional about what I did want, what I didn't want. I didn't even use an advisor when I chose my classes. I looked at the plan that they suggested, and I chose based on what I knew I wanted to do. So this is my first reminder in this video to take control of your social work education so you can take control of your social work career. Know what you want, and if you don't know what you want, be willing to explore. You don't have to do exactly what people tell you to do. In fact, someone asked me, why wasn't I getting an MBA instead of an MSW? Because I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I would never change my MSW for anything else. So let's jump right in to how we got here with this third video. So one of the comments said that they thought the list, the A to Z list, fields of social work, was fictitious, right? I did my research long before I actually posted the list. So it definitely was not fictitious, but it speaks to this narrow, outdated view of social work as being therapy, as being child welfare, as being hospital social work. And social work is so much more expansive than that, as we're proving with this video series. So let's jump into it. All right, so as a social work career empowerment coach, that's me, that's my title. I am committed to eliminating the narrow, outdated view of social work. I've told you that multiple times. Here's why. Again, social work is so expansive. It is more than these 3, 4, 5 areas that we have deemed as real social work. It's all real social work, meso, macro, micro. Social work is social work. There is no real, not real, traditional, non-traditional social work. It is just social work. And so if you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. So we have to shift. We have to do things differently, individually and collectively as social workers, because we want things to change. So I am going to employ you to do your own research, just like I did before I enrolled in my master's program. Do your own research. Reach out to your network, reach out online, check out professional associations. So let me give you actually some professional associations that you can check out, because again, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. So I'm going to encourage you to go outside of the National Association of Social Workers. So check out the Society for Social Work Leadership in Healthcare, professional association. Check out the American Public Health Association that has spoken to public health social work as a profession and as an important part of public health. Check out the Alliance for Social Workers in Sports. A lot of you said, I want to know how to get into sports social work. Check out the Alliance for Social Workers in Sports. Check out the Center for Financial Social Work. We have so many social workers who now have the financial social work certification. It's such a growing field when we talk about our own money traumas, when we talk about how social work kind of keeps us all broke. So Center for Financial Social Work. And finally, not last, but there are others, but this is the 5th one that I'm going to give you, is the Network for Social Work Management. And that is all about social work leadership and management. So check out those professional organizations. I need us to do our research before we decide that something is fictitious, and really explore why we're so skeptical. That is a testament to this tunnel vision that we've been given in terms of our social work education. So here's what I want you to do. Ask, because when you seek, you find. Ask, because when you seek, you find. So ask yourself why you're so skeptical. Ask yourself why this information isn't common knowledge. Ask yourself how you can learn more and how we as a profession can learn more about all of the opportunities that are available to us. And ask yourself what else is possible in the field of social work outside of what you're doing and what you have already done. Go outside of just the people that you know in your circle, because the internet has made us global. You can talk to people all over the world about how they're using their social work degree. So what can I do with a social work degree? Ask, because when you seek, you find. Ask, ASK, A for art therapy, S, student affairs, K, K-12 consulting. All of those things you can do with a social work degree. Seek, because when you seek, you can find. S, school social work. E, employee relations. E, event management, and that includes retreats, travel. K, kennel owners. So many social workers are also getting into pet therapy. And then seek, because you will find. So F for financial social work. Again, we just talked about the Center for Financial Social Work. I, insurance and benefits. And so many social workers, especially in remote positions, are working with insurance companies. Nutrition, N. And D, disaster management. So let's limit our limiting beliefs about what social work is and what we can do with our social work degrees. Take your power back. So ask, because when you seek, you can find. And clearly that is not an exhaustive list. That was just a way for me to get the ball rolling and say, we have to take control of our own careers and do the research that's going to lead us where we want to go. So thanks for checking out this video series. This is video 3. Check out 1 and 2 if you have not already. I'll see you again for part 4 in this series. What can I do with the social work degree? This is Nikki Sanders with Nikki Sanders Leadership Consulting. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Nikki Sanders CEO. On LinkedIn and YouTube, you can search Nikki Sanders MSW, or you can search More Than Social Work with Nikki Sanders here on YouTube. Like, comment, share. Please let me know what you're doing with your social work degree. If you know someone who is in non-traditional social work, if this has been helpful in letting you find out about new areas of social work or new things that you can do with your social work degree, I would love to know. And please share with other social workers so we can eliminate this narrow, outdated view of social work. See you later. Bye.